अस्सलाम वालेकुम नाज़रीन, आज हम बात करेंगे होटल में फ्रंट ऑफिस डिपार्टमेंट के ऑपरेशंस और उसके की फंक्शंस के बारे में। नाज़रीन, ये डिपार्टमेंट जो है नर्व सेंटर कहलाता है होटल का, और लॉबी में लोकेटेड होने की वजह से ये गेस्ट को विजिबल होता है, तो इसलिए इसको फ्रंट ऑफिस डिपार्टमेंट जो है वो बोला जाता है। ये डिपार्टमेंट जो है तकरीबन 2/3 ऑफ द रेवेन्यू होटल का जो है वो जनरेट करता है फ्रॉम रूम सेलिंग एंड फ्रॉम द प्री अराइवल अंटिल द डिपार्चर ऑफ द गेस्ट। दिस डिपार्टमेंट इज़ really important, and it plays a very big role in accommodating the guest in house, and there are a lot of responsibilities that it accumulate। आज हम उसके बारे में थोड़ी सी डिस्कशन करेंगे। नेक्स्ट स्लाइड में जो है हम आपको थोड़ा सा इसके बारे में कुछ पॉइंट्स के बारे में बताएंगे, जिसमें हम गेस्ट साइकिल इन अ होटल, बेसिक रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज़ ऑफ दिस डिपार्टमेंट, एंड देन द कैटेगरीज ऑफ the responsibilities and or the operation, and then the staffing. I will show you the organization chart of this department। तो चलें शुरू करते हैं गेस्ट साइकिल से। सो गेस्ट साइकिल में बेसिकली इट विल शो यू द स्लाइड वेयर इट टॉक्स अबाउट द प्री अराइवल एंड देन ऑक्यूपेंसी एंड डिपार्चर। प्री अराइवल की जो रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज़ है वो आपको उस खाने में नज़र आएंगी, जिसमें रिजर्वेशन से लेकर जो है आपको पिकअप सर्विस, एंड देन इट टॉक्स अबाउट द इंक्वायरीज, एंड देन इट गोज़ फर्दर विद द registration process, and then all these responsibilities are mentioned there, and then occupancy and departure also explains a lot about that। So this chart is basically really an helpful tool to understand the cycle of the department। अगले स्लाइड में हम डिस्कस करेंगे इसकी बेसिक रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज़ क्या क्या है और व्हाट इट डज एक्चुअली इन द होटल। तो इसके अंदर जो है गेस्ट रजिस्ट्रेशन आ जाती है, और गेस्ट सर्विसेज है, गेस्ट डेटाबेस, अपडेटिंग द रूम्स स्टेटस वगैरह जो है वो, और देन रिजर्वेशन which is part of the front office, and then the postage and parcel service, and then you have the uniform services like the bellboy, concierge or the porter services of this department। In the next slide you will see these two categories, front of house and the back of house। Front of house is an operation which basically visible to the guest, and guest can see these services happening while he is there, and the back of house is something which is not visible to the guest। So checking accommodation availability and assigning the room is the front of house operation, and then the collecting details of the guest, and registration of the guest, and then creating guest account for the billing purposes, and then settling the payment for the guest, and then interacting with the guest for any requests made by the guest। So these are the front of house, and when we talk about the back of house operation, it is determining the type of the guest, if it is fresh or the repeat guest। If it is fresh, then for sure the front office agent needs to fill in all the details in the system, so that the next time it can be helpful for others when the guest arrives on a later date। Then ensuring the preferences, so the guest the front office agent will check the preferences of on the system, and then try to facilitate as much as possible based on the information available on the system, and then the maintaining a guest account if there is any outstanding balance, or if there is anything needs to be paid during his stay, and then the preparation of the bill for the departure is one of the function of the back of house before the guest arrives on the desk, and then generating reports and typical staffing. In the next slide, if we discuss, is there are some typical staffing which is the requirement of the front office। These are not the only positions, but there are a lot others as well, but these are the basic typical positions that are required on the front office to perform well, and that is front office agent, reservation agent, mail and information clerk in small or medium scale hotels that might not be needed and handled by the front office desk agent only, and then the cashier, telephone operator, and then the uniform services, that is the bellboy, concierge or the porter service, etc. In the next slide I will show you the organization chart of the department, where it will explain about which position falls in which category. So you can easily look at the chart and then see from the lines which position fall under which position, and which position basically reports to what position. And on the top you will find the front office manager. There could be one more position depending on the size of the hotel. If there is any rooms division manager or the front or the director of rooms, then you will have one position on the top, and then the front office manager, and then the whole organization chart goes in this way. That's all from me, Nazreen. I hope you liked the video, and if so, then please subscribe and click on the bell icon, and please share your comments and the feedback so that I can reply you back if it is required. And until then, I see you in the next video. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz ji. Thank you.